what conquering destiny looks like. Slapping some bitches in the bar and making those bitches bounce.
No cigarette smoke out the driver's side of this beat up all 9 Vauxhall. You say I'd rather sleep in here than spend another night in this bitch that's hostel. JSA dropping at midnight, he low on credit, I'll wait for the drop call. The cat treat this spot like a place of worship, man's Benedict or John Paul. So when I rap, that's gospel. I spent last year so close to the edge, I'm surprised I still got my sanity. Should've known that bitch wouldn't hold me down, these hoes got zero gravity. Still I got...
Wagwan. It is Friday night, we're in the gym, and we are here to solve some problems with destiny. Because when destiny tries to deny you, when it puts stuff in your fucking way in the day, tries to deflect you from doing the thing that you know you need to do, you say, fuck you. We are here to give destiny a run for its money. So yeah, as I said, Friday, 9 o'clock. Usually, I'm warming up right now, usually I would take a bit more time with my warm-ups, but because we're struggling for time, it's gotta be a fast one. Fast one, quick thing. Just a couple easy mobilizers. Would usually take like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes to like properly warm up and get mobile, especially because I'm doing squats. We ran 15K today easy, and we done 6K easy on the ski. So we've accumulated a little bit of volume, but this was meant to be a bigger chunk of volume, but just with time, it's not looking likely. But we always find a way to catch it back up in the week. The game's a game, we still get it done either way. Yeah, just getting the hips opened, because whew, this is not gonna be fun, boy. We have this puppy. You know what this means? This means we get to work. We have some leg strength pieces, a couple upper body pieces too. I actually haven't tried the raspberry lemonade one, I don't think. Ooh, Mr. Brandt. That is some good shit. I think this might be my favorite one. This is some good shit, bro. I also have a bit of a cold, but you might think, no, I have a cold, I can't train, I need to recover. When those thoughts enter my head, I say, I need to recover from being a pussy and train. That's what separates the doers from the dreamers. I'm chatting shit. Optimally speaking, you probably shouldn't train, but if I don't train, I'll end up murdering someone. That is a joke, because I know fucking, you can be arrested for saying shit like that. It's a fucking joke. However, we've just got greatness, let's get the fuck after it. Stay insane, insanity wins. Let's fucking have it, boys and girls. This is what conquering destiny looks like. Slapping some bitches on the bar and making those bitches bounce. Let's have it. So what's going on here? We're doing sets of 5 reps. I'll probably work up to 90 or 100. Depending how the body's feeling, it's a bit late. It's been a long fucking week. Straight onto 5 box jumps at, I think that's 30 inches. 4 sets of that. Then we go into barbell reverse lunges. I don't know if you can hear me, but 8 reps on each of them. 8 reps on each of them. Onto box step ups at 20 inches. With 40 kilos on their back. And 6 reps on each leg of them. And then maybe some push press. And then a little conditioning piece. If we have fucking time, because I'm in a rush. I'm in a fucking rush. Just in my break, I'm going to explain. This is called contrast training. It allows more muscle recruitment, more muscle fiber recruitment, going from the strength piece, boom, getting some muscle fibers activated, then straight into an explosive plyometric, the box jumps. The point of this isn't to build lactic, so take your time with it. The point of it is to be explosive, powerful, sub-maximal efforts, then into explosive movements in the plyometrics. Contrast training. You go from the strength piece to the plyometric explosive piece. And the strength piece shouldn't be like lactic acid building, not like 20 reps or anything. It's strength. And then the explosive piece does its job. Judge the music. This is banger tunes. But I was this close to not doing the session. Like, I'm ill, I've ran, it's been a long week. It's been a long, like 10 to 12 weeks of training. After this, because I'm doing a solo pro high rocks Thursday next week, and then double solos the Saturday. So we're working into that. It's gonna be tough. Obviously then the backyard is the end of Jan, and then the 200 miler is the end of March. So we're just trying to balance high rocks and ultra, which obviously one's an hour of lactic, another is multi-day of pain. And a different sort of pain, not lung pain. It's more mental endurance, actual endurance. So you're trying to play on both spectrums, which can be tough, but I enjoy the training. I really enjoy the high rocks training. It's a different sort of strain, and you'll also have that competitive edge of trying to chase the time. So I really like that. And then I also love the mental aspect of endurance and ultra events and pushing further and trying to find that next step when everything in your body is telling you no. It's a different sort of discovery of yourself, like peeling the layers of your mind, what you're capable of, why you think the way you think, because your mind goes to these dark places that you can't actually explain why, but then you end up peeling off all these layers that you would never peel off in normal standard life because your brain isn't being forced to go to them places. So I do enjoy that piece of it. Anyway, next step. But yes, this is what a Friday night looks like. I'm not always in this gym. I have a couple of gyms that I go to. The ultras and high rocks is mixing them. They are an odd pair to combine, but there's many people that do combine both. And I'm really just trying to stretch my limits. You know, that's basically why I started posting. That's the goal with it, is to find my own limits, to push myself in all these realms, because I was doing it without documenting it. So I thought, might as well fucking document it, because why the fuck not? Like, I'd done ultras, I'd literally done a couple of ultras on a few days' notice, marathons on a day's notice, a night before, when I was way heavier. I wasn't conditioned at all. My first marathon was on a day's notice. I turned up to the event and you had all these names printed on a sheet and mine was literally scribbled on. I don't know if you can hear me. My name was like scribbled on with a pen, and I said, oh yeah, Marafini. And they were like, oh, you're the guy that signed up last night. And bearing in mind at the time, I was like near enough 100 kilos. This was a couple of years ago, 100 kilos. I think like, I ran a lot as a kid, but then I played a lot of football, and you run, but you don't have to do really much more than 5 or 10K. Your training is very different. It's not like endurance. But I literally turned up so unconditioned, fucked, heavy, hadn't really ran for months, let alone ever trained properly. And it took me like 4 hours and it was fucking hell. Calves were fucked, shins were battered, hips were really sore. And it was quite hilly. I remember being quite hilly. But you learn so much, and then you're like, fuck, I just did a marathon on a night's notice. And then it just started to make me realize, like, what else can I do? Then I did a 50K on 3 days' notice. And then you do another thing, then you do 100K on like a week's notice. And that actually wasn't that bad. And then when I did that, I was like, fuck, I don't feel that bad. I can do some shit. And you just constantly go more and more. And then I did the 400K in Scotland. And then you're just like, you realize there's no fucking limits. You can just do something because you want to do it. Like, you can prep for sure, and you learn in the prep consistency, sticking to a goal, discipline, sticking with the process. And there's going to be hard days, going to be better days, and just seeing yourself develop over 12 or 16 weeks, however long you do a prep for something. But there's also a beauty in doing something on a day's notice, on just going and fucking killing yourself, obliterating yourself, because you said you were gonna. It's so messed up, and you could end up injured, and you could end up all sorts of fucked up. But I just think there's a true beauty to that, and you uncover layers that, because you haven't prepared for it, so you're forced into this storm, and you just say to your body, figure it out. And it's so applicable to life because when bad things happen in life, death, illness, whatever, you're not prepared. It just happens. So just like throwing yourself into a marathon or whatever the equivalent is, a 5K, 10K, an ultra or whatever, just throw yourself into it, find the demon, see what happens, see how you cope. And I feel like that's much more of a real representation of how you deal with things when things go wrong in life, because things are gonna go wrong every day. When you have a business, the whole point of having a business is just problem fucking solving every day. Especially when you start to scale and you're working with bigger numbers, etc. Same with relationships, just fucking problem management. That's it. Like, because people are gonna serve you problems and life's just gonna say, deal the fuck with it. Same shit, you're gonna sign up to an ultra and then they're gonna say, deal the fuck with it. We're gonna do 8 each leg, barbell reverse lunges. I'll probably go end up a bit heavier. This is warm-up set, but still party sets. And then into 6 alternating box step-ups on the 20-inch dumbbell. $86.6. Nice. I've lost like 3 kilos. It's not bad, brother. It's not bad. Said, trying to fit a couple of days volume into one, so we're gonna do some a little upper body strength set. 3 barbell push press, work up to a bit of a heavier set, and 8 single arm dumbbell rows. Fucking after it. Why does that feel so heavy? Fuck. Woo. Let's go. Why so heavy, brother? We're gonna do a couple of upper body supersets because I haven't had an upper body pump in a while. And not enough time to get the full conditioning piece in. So we're actually gonna do quite an odd superset. We're gonna do lateral raises with bicep curls into 20 wall balls with 12 kilos, 5 times. Bash. Let's have it. Oh, your mum. Your mum.
This shit right here from my old Janine's babies. His mom smoked crack while she was pregnant. Doesn't want it around all these Jamaicans. This that crime shit.
One more fucking set, you hear me? One more. Let's get it, kids. Let's get it. And that, my friends, is a wrap. 10:15 p.m, which I guess is kind of good practice as well because my high rocks race, the pro races are late, so my race is between like 8 and 8:50. Fucking workout, bro. Honestly, I was this close to not getting it done just because there was a few things that happened. And if you can get anything from me killing myself in this workout, well, I wasn't really killing myself. It was an easier session, to be fair. There was no real conditioning piece apart from the last bit. If you can take anything, it's get it done even when life puts obstacles in the way, which sounds self-explanatory and it sounds easy in theory, but when you accumulate all the volume that's been done in the week, all the other shit that people have going on in their lives, our minds can find the smallest excuse not to do things, not to do the thing. And it can be applied to absolutely everything, whether it be text that person, do that task, do that workout, do whatever the fuck. But when your mind's trying to get you out of it, something you know you have to do, it means you should double down and do it with extra intent. Insanity wins. And that's where the insane are built, is doing the things that the average don't, that the mediocre don't. Because technically, insanity wins is just a phrase for the war on mediocrity, if I'm being completely honest. And one person at a time, one day at a time, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade at a time. We slaughter mediocrity because nobody should settle for less than their best. And I'm a true believer in that. That's part of my whole message, as part of why I'm putting a message out there. To fucking leave an impact, bro. Like, life's too short not to leave an impact, not to do something great, not to do great things, not to push your boundaries, push your limits, make ceilings, new floors, and make new limits. Just memories. Let's fucking get it, bro. Honestly, let's fucking get it. Friday night, the week's just started. Happy fucking Monday.